Hey everybody, it's Bree here, and it's Monday evening. I cannot believe that today has just disappeared so quickly. I don't know where the hours have gone. I just know it's been super busy and super productive, which is always exciting. I was talking to a client earlier this morning, and part of the program when clients start with me with an emotional detox is to really start to come into awareness as to whether or not what you are doing with your time and how you are reacting to events in your life is allowing you to step and stay into your place of personal power. Or does it put you into a space where your power maybe feels like it's given to something or someone else? And essentially this comes down to this whole concept of taking responsibility, being a victor and someone in charge of a situation, or slipping into that victim role, blaming others, blaming things outside of you as to why you are experiencing what you're experiencing. And what I've noticed happens with my clients is the more that we start to uncover and address the blocks and the beliefs that are causing havoc in life at that time, the emotional fog, the more that we start to peel back, the more that the clients start to step into a place of personal power. Whereas at the beginning of the program, quite often, even if they don't intend to be feeling like they're coming from a place of blame, they start to recognise that they are in fact actually responding from that place of having no power. So it's a really cool activity to start doing for yourself, and it links back to the activity that I'm always sharing with you, and that is to become aware of whatever it is that you're doing. Hi Megan. Whatever it is that you're doing, link back that action to what are you thinking? And then link that thinking back to what are you feeling? Because by doing this chain event and then getting to the end of the chain and going, right, well, is this thought, is this emotion, and is this action allowing me to stay in a place of power, or is it taking my power away? Am I giving my power to the situation? Because when we give our power to the situation, quite often what happens is you are left feeling overwhelmed. You'll be left feeling stressed or anxious. You might be left feeling an emotion such as anger or overreaction, because you're not actually in control of what's going on. You're just reacting to the situation around you. So the tip for today and for this whole week, I would challenge you to really start to become aware of, hey Denny, what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and are you coming from a place of personal responsibility and power, or are you sitting in a place where your power is maybe not with you? And if you identify that you're actually in a place of blame, then what can you do to bring your power back? And quite often that simple question of, right, well, I can recognise that I'm in a place of giving my power away. I'm blaming the kids, I'm blaming work, I'm blaming some exterior situation for why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. If that is the case, what can I now do as to bring my power back? Which is very random at 6 o'clock on a Monday night, I'll call them back. So yes, that's my tip for today. Become aware of what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Are you in blame or responsibility? And if you can't identify whether or not you're actually in blame or responsibility, then take a look within and ask yourself, am I feeling powerful? Am I feeling like I have control of this situation right now? Or is my power lying somewhere else? And if it's lying somewhere else, then what are you going to do about it? What is within your control that will allow you to feel more empowered? And then go ahead and actually make that action. Step forward with work with proactivity so that you can create the change and take your power back. Too many women that I'm working with, hey Claire, I've got two Claires online now. Hello. Too many women that I work with on a consistent basis will comment that they feel like they are either lost or stuck. And when we start to delve more into why they're feeling lost or stuck, it quite often feels or comes back down to this fact that they don't feel like they've got personal power within. And that comes from the fact that they're not really looking at each situation as it comes and then deciding what choice they've got, what is available to you in every situation. Because even in the nastiest of situations, even in the most dire of circumstances, you still have a choice. Ultimately, you always have the power to either give your power to someone else, to stay in blame, to blame the situation, blame the people that are involved, to just, I don't want to say be weak, but essentially that's what you start to feel, isn't it? Because you don't feel like you've got choice, like you have that space to be able to step into. So if you're feeling like that, then that very quickly follows with I feel stuck, or I feel lost, or I don't know what I want in life. Who am I? Where do I even want to go? If you can identify with that, then start to bring it back. What do I have to do right at this point in time to give me back my power, and then go and do it? Because when you start to do that, when you do it actively, I know that your confidence will start to grow, and those emotions that are currently fogging you will start to dissipate a little bit. And if they're not, then maybe that's a signal that an emotional detox is something that you're looking for, or maybe it's the right time for an emotional detox. So there's my tip for tonight. I do apologise for it being late. As I said, it's been a very busy day. I've got a very busy week this week, so I will tap in when I can. But please feel free, if you're struggling with something, please feel free to send me a message. I would love nothing more than to sort of look at what's going on for you from that different point of view, and then help you to maybe question what you can do to actually take that personal power back. So I've got everyone joining now, and I feel like I need to repeat myself. Hello to Chantal, Sarah, and Sarah. We've got double ups again. It is so nice for all of you to be on here. Okay, so Claire, the emotional detox I'm now actually running as a one-on-one program that extends over 6 weeks. So I meet with my clients every week for about an hour to 90 minutes. And during that hour to 90 minutes, we look at what's going on in your life at the moment, the things that you are aware of, and then we address them with the creatrix process. And what I love about the 6-week emotional detox is because it is extended out over a 6-week period, not only do we start to track your hormone cycles and where you're at in your cycle and how that's impacting your world, whether it's positively or negatively, we do that together. But we're also able to work in a partnership. So as things are happening, you have an accountability buddy in me. So when things happen, you can send me a message. And I had one of my clients message last week and say, holy shit, something's going on, it's really big. And we were able to do some coaching on the spot to get her to move through that, and then develop those habits with the strategies so that you develop confidence to use the strategies on everyday basis. So that's the 6-week emotional detox. I do have one retreat that I'm running this weekend. It's the very last retreat that I'm running, and I've actually had a lady today have to pull out, unfortunately. So this, it's a very, very last minute thing, but if anyone is interested in joining me at Lake Macquarie this weekend, then please get in touch. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I need to know immediately, because it's something that I would really need to start planning. And get you to do some things for it. So that's that option. Otherwise, the 6-week emotional detox, I've now worked with about 15 women in the last 8 weeks with the 6-week emotional detox. And what I'm finding, like I said, is that every woman that I'm able to work with, because we build that one-on-one connection and we become accountable to each other, it really helps you to develop confidence in your breakthrough as it goes. It helps us to address things throughout the breakthrough, and it also gives you the confidence to use those strategies as an automatic response to a situation, rather than reacting and giving your power away like I was talking. You are so welcome, Chantal. Chantal's actually one of my clients that I've been so privileged to work with over the last few weeks, and it's she's a perfect example of what happens when a woman becomes more aware of the choices that she has and how she can take hold of her power and really start to create momentum. And also line up with the values. We actually worked with values today with Chantal, and all of my clients know that values is my very favourite thing to do, because I truly believe that until a woman is aware of what is important to her, not in terms of the characteristics of a value, but the actual experiences and the things that you want to achieve in life, until you know what those values are and then become aware of what your belief system is around them, then you'll continue to go on this sort of directionless mode, hoping that you just stumble across what it is that you actually want. So we tap into the inner core to identify what's important to you. We work out the belief systems around that and make sure that they're all in alignment. And if they're not, if there's some sort of conflict between value and belief, then guess what? We have 2 more weeks afterwards to work with them with the creatrix process. So it's a super thorough program. I'm really loving it. I know my clients are loving it as well. So if anyone does have questions, if you would like to know more about how we can help you to push out of that emotional fog and to really step into your place of power, so that you're not just sort of wavering and tinkering in certain situations, but solid to your core every day, that you are living your best life by your design in alignment with what is important to you, with your expectations, then the Emotional Detox program is a really, really brilliant program. So love to talk to you more about it. If you're interested, I will drop a link so you can schedule in a time to chat with me next week. And I'm not actually taking new clients for the Emotional Detox program now until towards the end of September. My books are full until around about the I think it's about the 26th of September is my next opening, so there's a few weeks to go yet. Anyway, there's my tips for today. Just for those who have recently joined, the entire discussion is all about whether or not you are coming from a place of power or whether you're giving your power away. And the best way that you can identify where you're sitting at is become aware of what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and then ask yourself, am I feeling powerful with how I'm reacting, or do I feel like I'm giving my power to the situation? And if you feel like you're giving your power to the situation, then the best thing that you can do for yourself in that moment is to take a step back and go, right, what can I do right now to bring my power back to me? What do I need to do to create that sense of empowerment so that I can move forward with confidence and also with purpose? So yeah, there's my chat for today. Thank you all so much for joining. Maybe this is a good time to connect with you all since we've had so many online. Please let me know if this isn't a good time for you to connect. Let me know, because I'm more than happy to take 10 minutes out at the end of the day rather than at lunchtime, although you may listen to my kids and my husband in the background yakking. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Enjoy your evening, and thank you again so much for your attention and for your feedback through this chat. I truly do appreciate it, and I look forward to connecting with you more throughout the week. Mwah. Have a good one.